Shaw. I am a part of Minneapolis Edible Boulevards and so glad to be partnering with Little Earth Urban Farm on these lovely classes we're going to be having today, July and August. We're going to have some really great instructors for you, and Riva is our first one. Riva is with us from the Wichita
Non-Doggy Kendon.
Thank you. And also, can you tell us again the name of your other organization?
Yeah, so we have a catering company called They Eat Well Kitchen. We're under the same umbrella of Wichita Non-Doggy Kendon, which is a pre-K alert immersion language program for Dakota and Ojibwe students. And we make the food and snacks for the kids in the language program. And then we do catering on the side to bring in money for like scholarships and stuff so that kids can come to the program to learn their language.
And we're so excited to have you here. I am going to turn it over to you so we can learn all about what we're going to make today.
Cool. So my name is Riva. I'm the kitchen manager at Wichita. And today I'm going to make a roasted, or I guess grilled vegetable dish with carrots, snap peas, onions, and a pepita and carrot top pesto. I kind of just came up with this recipe for this class because I was asked by Michelle and Edible Boulevards if I would want to do something for this. And I was like, sure, I can do June. And they're like, here's the list of things there are in the garden. And it was very short. And I was like, I'm going to challenge myself and try to come up with something just using this stuff besides a couple ingredients. So that's how I came up with this. I'm going to start by making the pesto. And if anybody's...
Is this a dip or?
It's, you could use it as a dip. Like the pesto, you could use it for...
What is pesto?
Pesto, it's kind of like, it's a sauce or a dip that is usually...
That's the name of what you're making the pesto?
Yeah. Usually, like traditionally, a lot of times it's made with like basil and pine nuts and olive oil. But you can kind of make it with like any greens or herbs. And so like you could make this pesto and you could put it on the dish I'm making, or you could like spread it on a sandwich, or like dip chips in it, or eat it however you'd like. But
Okay.
yeah.
What you gonna do with the rice?
I'm gonna use the rice to like because this was like meant to be like a whole entree. So it's like I wanted to add a starch and some proteins. So I'm gonna mix the rice with some of the pesto and with some garbanzo beans to like eat with the vegetables.
And when you and Vern did it at the Indigenous Food Lab, you used kale and made like a kale bean salad.
I think so, yeah. I don't even remember what we did, I'm gonna be honest. That was a few years ago now.
But that was pesto that you made
Yeah,
then too.
I think so, yeah. And then I also went with like carrot greens because a lot of people don't know that you can eat them. Like they just kind of get thrown away usually, but they're actually pretty delicious. And so they're good to like, take your carrot and use your carrot tops.
What's the name of that comedian with orange hair?
Yeah.
You ain't got no meat in there?
No.
Both of those organizations you talk about, yours and the Indigenous Food Network, they're more healthy, right?
Yep.
That's what they're...
Yeah, and like I use meat in my cooking, and I use meat for the school. Like we use traditional meats like bison and
That's
turkey.
the same as it
Yeah,
is,
but for Edible Boulevards we do vegan dishes.
Oh, okay.
So I was asked to do a vegan one. Yeah.
Kind of focused on the garden to table.
Yeah.
Is what we're focused on.
So I'm just like taking them. You don't really need to cut them up small because you're gonna blend it up. So you can just chop it, and you can put the whole stem in there too. Yeah, and feel free to keep asking me questions as I cook. I've only done one other cooking class, so I'm like, bear with me.
all your vegetables you got there, they all came from the garden?
No, they're from the co-op.
You said you got them from the garden.
Our carrots aren't ready yet.
Yeah.
Oh.
The idea is that these are the vegetables that you could get during this season in the garden.
Pay
Yeah.
attention, Dean. Pay attention.
So with pesto, you usually have some sort of like nutty component. Like with basil pesto, you usually like use pine nuts. You can also use walnuts, you know, whatever. It's kind of like creates like the creamy fattiness that you want in a sauce. So this time I'm using pepitas or pumpkin seeds because they're super delicious. They're really good for you.
What's in your bag now? Pumpkin seeds?
Yep. So pumpkin seeds. These ones are green.
Ooh, yummy.
They, for a tip, they're really good if you get them like at one of the Mexican grocery stores, like the Mercado. They're way cheaper than if you go to the co-op.
Co-op's expensive. Isn't it?
I'm just gonna do like a couple cups of those.
Are those salty? Ma'am, I'm asking questions, ma'am. Are those salty?
No, these are raw and have no salt on them yet. Yeah. I mean, as a snack, they're great if you put some salt on them or roast them.
They're more softer, right?
Yep, these ones are softer because they're not roasted yet. But you know, like when you carve your pumpkin and you roast your pumpkin seeds, that's a little different. This time I'm just using them raw.
Sorry, you're like, can I have some?
I wonder if these are fresh.
Would these grow in the garden?
No, I'm good, thank you.
I mean, I think pumpkins would, right?
Oh, pumpkin seeds.
Get them out of the pumpkin. Yeah, then you take them out.
Ruby, are you
wash
making-
them.
What? You should carve a watermelon.
So I also got some green onions here. I'm also going to put some of that in the pesto. And they can be pretty good big chunks, like because I'm putting it in the blender.
Okay, go ahead.
Are you using all the parts of the onion?
I am, yes. I'm using all the green part and the ball. And I'm also going to use them in like the actual grilled veggies part of it too. So I kind of like that. Like you use the carrot and you dress the carrot with the carrot top. You know, then you're using the whole vegetable. And they naturally go well together.
Yeah. That was good.
Yeah, so I just came over here with my wagon from the other side of Little Earth. Our kitchen is in baby space.
Oh!
So that's where we
You guys
cater.
prep food
Yeah.
for the elders, right? The Indian Center?
No, that was gatherings.
Oh, that was there.
Yeah, they're over at the American Indian Center now. But I did used to do the elder breakfasts for Little Earth a couple years ago with the Indigenous Food Lab. I did that for like a year. Yeah, I remember you from there. Yeah.
Did she complain about your cooking?
Not that I know of. So I got some lemons here. I'm just adding that for like some acidity in the pesto, you know, a little freshness. I got my citrus squeezer.
Do you recommend getting a fancy squeezer?
You know, I do because we just got this and I was like, we have to get this because I was just squeezing them by hand for like months and I was like, you know,
Use your hands.
it's a lot. And also it takes this, you don't have to worry about the seeds dropping in, you know. So that's nice.
It kind of burns your hands when you keep trying to get the seeds. And stuff.
Yeah, you can get a little acidity on your hands.
We start doing one. I mean, for our dish that we did, we mixed it with wild rice. That was really good.
Yeah. I didn't do the wild rice this time just because it wouldn't have fit within the budget parameters. Yeah.
But I think it's an honorable mention.
Yeah, it is.
Definitely, it's a good. Yeah. It goes well with it.
Well, and people might get some wild rice like in their boxes maybe.
Totally.
I know Jonas Do people ever get wild rice in their boxes from like donations or anything? Or?
No.
No? Okay.
No, that's not true. You, I think DIW does it, a food show, but it's red like wild rice, which I tried it 2 days ago. It took me damn near 2 hours to cook that wild rice.
Is that the cultivated wild rice?
I don't really, truly don't know, but the rest of them are going to garbage.
All
It's
wild
black,
rice
it's
is dark. Don't throw the garbage.
It's black. Red lake.
Yeah.
Alright, 2 bags over there.
You soak it. I've never heard of
Yeah,
anything.
you're gonna soak your wild rice overnight.
All wild rice?
Cold one.
Putting my lemon juice
I've
in.
never heard of that.
Yeah, I
makes
do
sense.
beans.
Yeah, it's okay. That's good.
I'm doing just like a pinch of salt, and I kind of like to taste and add salt as I go, because like you can always add more, but you can't take any away.
Pay attention, you're not gonna learn nothing. Anna.
This is our day job. Riva.
Actually, no. She just blurs. It doesn't. She's
Little
not raising her
questions are making sense all day today.
Yeah?
Huh? Oh, this is just oil. I just got canola oil because it's like the cheapest and easiest to get. I'm just putting in a little in there. Like you don't need a lot because there's already natural oil in the pumpkin seeds, but I need some more liquid so that it will blend. And so I'm just gonna add a little bit of that. I'll probably add some water too.
It's okay.
When you're doing the grill, are you going to grill or are you going to use that thing?
I'm gonna grill.
Oh, grill?
Yeah.
So I was going to say, can we toss some of the pumpkin seeds with a little bit of salt?
Yeah, totally. I'm also like was thinking of doing that as a garnish on top of the dish.
Hey,
You know?
Girl, that's a chubby hazard.
I know, I just got done chopping.
Like I don't know where my garlic went. I can't find it, so I might just leave it out.
You think a regular blender would work okay?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Like, you know, if it's not blending, just, you know, add a little liquid at a time and it should work, or, you know, stir it up like I'm doing. A regular blender should be fine.
If your blender really sucks, you could soak the pepitas for a little bit.
Sure.
And then add it. It's kind of like cashew nut. Oh,
Yeah.
this pumpkin seed.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm
And this is Sol, they're my chef. They work with me on my job, so, you know, listen to their tips too. They know what they're doing. Also, my blender isn't great either, so. You can also use a food processor, you know, whatever you got.
I was saying if people's blenders suck, you just add one thing at a time and blitz
Yes.
it, and then
Totally.
it'll be way easier.
I should have done that, honestly.
People can use any kind of oil.
Yeah, you can use any kind of oil.
Yeah.
Like I said, I got canola oil because it is cheap and easy, and it also doesn't have like a super strong flavor. You know, like if you added like olive oil to it, it might change the flavor a little bit because olive oil is so strong, but it would also be delicious if you like it. I'm gonna add a little bit more. adding a little bit more because I think I need a little more for the amount of servings I'm trying to make. As you can see, I'm not following my own recipe exactly right now, but I did measure everything out the first time I made it, so that should work for you when you're at home.
We have the recipe here if you want it before the end of it.
Yeah, and it is meant to be really quick. Like, I know I'm talking and like kind of taking a while, but like when I did it, just doing it really quick, it took like 40 minutes to just do at home. So it's meant to be really fast.
Back here.
Okay, so I'm gonna taste it. See if it needs salt. Oh, it's good. Does anybody want to try just this? Yeah, you could put it in pasta. I made it before with wild rice instead of white rice.
Okay.
That was really yummy.
Mmm. That's so fresh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tastes like guacamole almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't wait to have more.
Okay, so next I'm gonna start prepping the vegetables. So like with these, I was kind of picturing them like to have a little bit of like a char on them, either when you roast it in the oven or on the grill. So when I'm doing that, I like to leave the vegetables like kind of chunky, like bigger pieces, just because then you can like get some color on them, but without it being too soft, you know?
They just made the.
What sandwich is that? Is that yours?
You can-
Is there meat in there? It ain't got no flavor.
Ah!
It's missing.
Does it need more salt?
I can't taste that. It's missing something spicy.
See, I was like, I usually put garlic in it. I couldn't find my garlic right now. But I was saying if you like spicy,
It's in the corner.
I know I just found it after I did that. But if you like spicy, add some red chili peppers to it. And that would like give it a little bit of a kick.
Yeah, that's probably what it needs. A little bit of a good kick.
So I'm just gonna peel my carrots because I don't have like a sink to wash them with. But you can just wash them too, however you want.
Should I start the grill?
Yeah, that would be great.
Okay.
We're gonna cook on the grill.
The vegetables?
Grab me half of that carrot.
So do you want to help me? Also?
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like it's a thing you want. Do you want to start prepping some of these for me?
We can help too.
Oh, cool.
We have more cutting boards and stuff.
I'm just one of the other veggies we're gonna use is snap peas, because they're also around at this time and they're delicious. So Sol's gonna help me prep those. You just like take the stem off. Like you can use a knife if you want to, but you can also just rip them off, and you can just throw them in this pan.
Snap peas.
I know people don't know how to just make sure the edges are out. Put down your-
Oh yeah, so for the carrots, I'm kind of making carrot sticks. So I peeled them and I'm halving them, and then I'm like gonna cut this in half too.
What are you out grilling?
I'm gonna grill the carrots, the snap peas, and the green onions.
Yeah, I didn't know you could grow carrots.
Yeah.
Why not, huh?
Yeah. And like I said, I'm doing like big pieces because like on the grill they might just like turn to mush and fall apart if you did little pieces, right?
Buy a bunch of corn.
Are you okay doing a picture?
Sorry, so I was like, oh, you just gotta film.
That's okay.
You know,
I
you're
didn't
not
even
doing
film
that.
either.
Next Wednesday.
It's all good. This is kind of the part I like doing.
Hey, get a couple of gunny sacks.
Yeah. Just a matter of how much we can put on the grill, I guess.
Riva has a good grilled corn recipe.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. I like to make wojapi, you know, like the berry pudding, and put that on your corn, and then grill it, and then put sumac salt on it, and it's really delicious.
Whoa.
We're gonna make it for the Baby Space Carnival on August 27th. We're gonna have a corn stand.
Where's that?
It's gonna be at Baby Space. It's just across the street from Little Earth.
How do you make sumac salt?
I mean, you just mix salt with the ground sumac berries. Yeah.
Can you share the secret for how you grind sumac berries?
I can't because I've never done it before. Yeah.
Because I have tried last fall. It is really tricky to get that off the berry. But do you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I've never done it, but I know some people who process it, and like they were doing. I don't know how the results ended up, but I know like part of it was experimenting with like drying it in the oven for a little bit to get it drier, to be able to like kind of like get it off.
Five
the
little Indians.
Yeah, I don't know how it turned out.
Indian.
So we're both kind of at a loss there.
I got some, but it took a long time.
I heard it's easy to make like the sumac lemonade because then you can just drop it in it and then
Yes.
shake it. And I don't know. I guess you would have to. I don't know.
I can see why it's expensive.
Uh-huh. But you can get it like, well, we got a big bunch at Restaurant Depot. But I think that's probably the cheapest you can get it at. Huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then next Tuesday at the American Indian Center, we're doing the feast for the Two Spirit Powwow. So if you're there, you should check out our food. The feast will be
That's
free.
where they're gonna have the powwow, that Indian Center?
Yep, yep,
Okay.
Oh, the Two-Spirit one?
yep.
This month, right? What was that date again?
The 24th, so next Tuesday. Feast at 4 and grand entry at 5:30. And we're doing the feast, and we're making bison meatballs.
You know that gym, they messed up on that one.
Yeah, it's not as
You
big as
can't
it
even
could be.
dance.
Yeah.
And then they got all those chairs, and then their arena, or where the MC sits, it's all 4 of these put together plus 2 more.
When they redid it, you mean?
Yeah, you can't dance. My granddaughter gets so angry because people are. They
It was
can't do
such
their
a
moves.
it was a good space before that. I mean,
It was.
yeah.
Alright, so I'm also gonna do some green onions.
Trickster Tacos is doing their feast, right?
No, we're doing the feast.
Oh, you guys are?
Trickster Tacos will have their food cart there, so you can buy their food. But we're doing the feast that's free for everybody.
Yeah, they're saying earlier they were doing bison meatballs, falafels,
And then we're doing like a wild rice salad, cornbread, and pudding and agua fresca. So like a bunch of
Blueberry
food.
pie?
No, but it's gonna be like blueberry pudding, like blueberry and chia pudding.
It's gonna be healthy, right?
Healthy, but it'll be delicious, I promise.
What kind of meat you guys have?
Bison,
What you gonna do with it?
meatballs with homemade barbecue sauce.
Are these all recipes you create?
Yeah, pretty much.
Down before you fall down. Bump your head, then you go home with a big bump and
So I'm doing big pieces with the green onion too. If you don't like onions, you might not like this part, but I love onions. Especially like ones like this, and you just like grill them up. You know, like when you go to the Mexican restaurant and you can get like a grilled onion on your taco.
Yeah.
It's kind of what I was thinking about.
And then the next night, the Division of Indian Word is having an event in Health and Wellness.
Oh, the rain?
On Wednesday, the day after, they're having an open wellness event.
Red Lake.
Rhubarb.
Okay, so the next step, now that I have some veggies that are cut up,
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna like take a scoop, a pretty big scoop of my pesto, and I'm just gonna like mix it up with some of these veggies.
Yeah, she's okay, I sent it to Bernie. Hold on.
And I'm just gonna use my hands because I have a glove. You wanna kinda like coat them evenly.
So if you don't have a grill, how can you do this?
I would roast it in the oven. That's what I did initially. It was an oven roasted recipe, and then I was like, oh wait, there's not an oven there, so I'll grill it. So you can see they're pretty like coated evenly.
I bet you could saute them too.
Yeah, you could saute them. You could cook them however you want, probably. I've never grilled it yet before, so we'll see how it goes. This will be my first time doing that. I think I'm good on snap peas now.
Let's do these last ones.
Thank you, Saul.
Mike, do you want to get that garlic started?
I don't know. I think it's okay. I didn't want to spice it up.
Still good.
And I do, so like I did the carrots and the snap peas and the onions separately because the carrots take longer to cook than these ones do because they're, you know, like not as fibrous. But I'm gonna do the same thing where I'm gonna like mix up some of this pesto on there.
Girl, you're just making up your own.
That's what they said to do. I was like, oh.
Holy Toledo. Come here, my queen. Come here, my queen.
Oh, it's hot out.
Oh, Lord. Oh,
Here, let me do
We're
that.
gonna go to the
Elder.
powwow next week.
hurry up with my pesto. Please hurry up.
You need some grapes.
What? I can't hear you.
The pesto over me. All right, I'm gonna go to the grill now.
Good luck.
While they're falling. Do you grill a lot?
My dad does.
I do.
Yum.
She put that green stuff in it. That's green
Those green onions?
spring onion.
Yeah. Spring onions and snap peas.
Oh, you did the whole stem and all?
Yep.
I don't have a grill.
Well, you can do it in the oven. That's how I originally did
I
it.
love oven roasted.
Yeah, like I just did this on the oven. I roasted it, and the directions.
Did you put the sauce on
Yep.
before?
Yep. I put the sauce on before and after. I'm gonna like mix it in again, just so it's like really saucy, you know.
It's like
Oh, and you found my stickers. That's our kitchen.
I'm on your team.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Right away, chef.
Yes, chef.
yes, chef.
Thanks for helping clean up.
You know how I am about the station.
The one thing we have at the farm is we have an air fryer.
Oh, that's cool.
Would this be an air fryable thing, or
I don't
it's
know.
more of
I
a
mean, you could
roast
try it.
thing?
You could like mix some of the pesto in some breading and try
Carrot
it.
is
I
so
don't know.
hard. Should we start in the oven and then air fry?
Yeah, you can probably try that. And I do like adding I like adding a little crunch on my carrots still,
Oh yeah.
but it's kind of up to however people like to do it.
An air fryer is just basically.
How do I turn it up?
Yeah. I would do
Which
the
way,
same.
do you know?
Like,
I think it's this way.
yeah.
Cool. Looks like it.
Yeah.
It's up to you. I kind of have like a. I mean, we all eat microplastics and however much you want to consume, but I do think it is more concentrated in an air fryer
I would
because it
believe
is
that.
like just a plastic thing, So I don't know.
Probably some PFAS.
But that might be some conspiracy theory thing I read on Facebook.
One of them
I just
made our
trust
top
more
of the
like
day.
glass or
Yeah.
like metal holding like the heat things I do, Yeah. But to each their own, I mean, yeah.
Someone needs to invent a cast iron air fryer.
Yeah. That'd be cool, that'd be nice. Cause like where I'm at, they have all the utensils in the oven, so it's just like a ovens.
They store stuff in the oven.
Yeah, we're Mexican.
It's like my
They're native
grandma.
Mexican, yeah.
I'll turn the oven on and be like, oh.
There's like 30 pots.
Yeah, exactly.
And all
Like
everything's in
something.
there. Everyone really is rocking with the carrots.
They're good carrots.
Yeah, they're good carrots.
I
I
like
used to do
carrots.
that. Wake up in the morning, just like boil carrots. Yeah, I don't know.
They taste bad. The carrots too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't like American cheese. Like,
Okay. I would eat Cheerios. That was my big ones. Just normal Cheerios. So good.
Yeah, it smells like the grill.
So
See
now
if it's cooking.
Separate, so I still get the crunch.
Nice.
Yeah.
No soggy
Start
Cheerios.
taking it out.
do you want? Is it, do you want me to put a pin over it? Or keep it up? Yeah, flip it under.
I could turn it up even more too. There might
Yeah,
be-
let's.
Yep. You're my manager, and I'm the staff. The one staff.
Yeah, we do all the catering. It's just the two of us.
Yeah.
Which we're just starting out, but we have had a few. Like for the 2 tier cows, 300, and we're doing all that ourselves.
Okay, I think that's my tea there.
And like our business just started. Like these are
Stickers.
I don't have a card yet. I'm still ordering that. So we got stickers. That's our website. They Eat Well Kitchen, and then there's Tangwani Utapi, which is the Dakota, and the Ojibwe. I'm still learning to pronounce it really.
Can I help make the logo?
Yeah,
Oh,
they made it. They didn't help me.
Yeah, I did.
They
make
drew
it.
the whole thing.
Oh. But yeah. Yep, that's like the website. I mean, that's the actual like the name, but I'm just out of like Tanyang with coffee, Minoan,
And that's how you say they eat well in Dakota and Ojibwe.
Yes.
We just made the eat well so people can understand what it is, because that is like the actual name is Minoan.
Is the school gonna go beyond the pre-K or pretty much gonna stay at
I think it's just gonna stay at that right now.
Yeah.
Like the 10-year plan or 20-year plan is to have a whole language immersion campus for all ages that Wachoya would be a part of. But right now we're just the school, and Wachoya has been around since 1996. Was the first Ojibwe and Dakota immersion program in the Twin Cities. But right now we're the catering company, or the food sovereignty program, which is what I'm the manager of. That just started about a year ago.
Okay, so can you talk a little bit about that, the food sovereignty program?
Yeah, so most of our cooking that we do goes towards like the kids in the school. We're not doing the actual like lunch service yet, but we're working on that, which we have to do. Like we have to get actual like licensure from the state of Minnesota in order to get like, you know, like the new, like all of our recipes has to go through the nutritional program of the USDA to be served in public schools. And so like that's what I'm working on. But then throughout this last school year, we provided 2 food boxes a month for the families in the program. So either it was something where we did like something like this, where it was like a meal kit where they can prep it all at home, but there's directions and it's really easy. Or we made something like we made bison shepherd's pie and we froze them and we gave them to all the families and they could just throw it in the oven, have something easy for them and their kids. And so we were doing that, and then we also like cook, you know, the lunches for all of the field trips.
So you can do that.
Yeah.
See, I thought you were doing the lunches.
Not yet. We're working on the program, and then eventually, like, we want to hopefully be doing lunches for all of the Native schools in the Twin Cities. Is like the idea. And like while we're doing this, we're also creating a manual so that other urban Native communities can create things like this in their cities. Because like if you're on a school on the reservation, there's a lot more freedom as far as like what you can serve in school because they don't have to go by the USDA nutritional guidelines. But if you're in the city, you do need to. So we're kind of like working on recipes. We're working on getting that licensure so we can get reimbursements for the, you know, the food that we're doing. Yeah. But we're also like working on sourcing that, like how, like right now when we start the school, it'll be 20 students because that's how small our school is. But once we're doing more, like we're planning on like hopefully taking on baby spaces, that will be 100 more. And then the whole population of the Twin Cities would be like 600. So like how do I source enough wild rice to serve 600 students for the school year, right? So that's kind of the stuff we're like working on right now.
As a teacher and someone who's been in the system long enough to see how the USDA and all the regulations make the case for dairy and everything.
Oh my gosh, that's a huge part of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
How are you dealing with that?
So one of the ways that we're dealing with that is we're actually working with some doctors. There's like a vegan doctor collective that is working on doing like a class action lawsuit against the government for that. And like we're talking like, cause like right now all the schools, they mostly get food from somewhere called Trio, and it's all dairy. It's all dairy, it's all wheat, it's all stuff that is like not something.
Also, I remember them talking about that we can, there's certain things like we can't take dairy away necessarily from the meal, but we can do additions. So like we can't like necessarily take certain things away, but we can just like give them cedar tea, and that would be an addition instead of like a supplementary thing. And so there's like kind of some ways you can go around it, but we still have to give them like the milk. We just, yeah.
It kind of defeats the purpose though of like not having it at all. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
Like giving to the dairy industry and everything.
Yeah. And I mean, part of that is is like the dairy industry lobbies the schools so that all their money goes to the dairy, you know, like, and yes, it's part of colonization in the dairy farms, like obviously.
Like you should be able to have like it's beneficial health-wise.
So there's still some like
Cultural.
crunch on the carrots. I think they're good that way.
It's stupid.
People can cook them more if they want to.
Crunch.
You don't like crunch?
I don't like it.
Oh, well, that's okay. You can just try like the snap peas though if you want.
Casera tea sounds good though.
Yeah, so like just focusing on bringing back like traditional foods and stuff is kind of like what we want to do, but also like with a emphasis of like being like culturally appropriate or like being relevant for people.
Yeah.
Especially in this day and age, like I think there's other indigenous cooks who really want to like only focus on like historical uses of things and things how they were in the past, but I think we are trying to incorporate, like, you know, I don't know. Trying to think like of a good example.
Well, it's like kind of like contemporary, or like I mean,
like the falafel we do has
yeah,
chickpea
like,
flour.
yeah, chickpea flour and wild rice flour. Or like we made a bunch of tamales, and we made them with bison and wild rice in them, but we used, you know, a Mexican technique.
Okay.
Yeah. And like Seoul brings a lot of that because like that's their traditional cooking. And so we kind of like combined our traditions to like make something that's like really relevant to the community here in Minneapolis.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah. Like we just got a freeze dryer recently and have been like learning how to use it. So one thing is like freeze drying your choppy has been really cool, and seeing like how that varies. And it's healthy, but it's
What do you
like
think of the onion?
contemporary.
No?
Yeah, contemporary.
I won't take offense if you don't like it. It might need to be cooked more too. Did you like the snap pea though?
And what was it? I was thinking that we could do like some soup and freeze dry it, and then basically try to make like some native ramen where you like have concrete wild rice and like soup stock. And, I don't know, something like that people can like don't know how to already like cook, but like incorporate native and stuff like that.
So would you watch these and finish these parts while I move on to the next part?
Yeah, go for it.
And then, so there is protein in the pepitas themselves, but I wanted to add a little bit more protein to make it a fuller meal. So I'm adding some garbanzo beans in with the rice.
Turquoise, where it does all the
You know what I should have.
another class that's coming up on June 12th, and that's going to be in the East Phillips neighborhood. It is